Yo, what's up with it? This your boy Noonie. This Leo in the third house. Back with another reading. It's gonna be another surprise reading for who knows who. You know, I'm gonna do the reading as always, and we're gonna figure it out at the end with my trusty jar. We're gonna pick out the sign and see who it's for. As always, thanks for those who be liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. Yo, hey, I love reading those comments. I just love that y'all engaging as much as I am because, you know, this is like a joy, a favorite pastime almost. And I just love giving these messages and helping y'all out, you know, as well. So I'm gonna get started. We ain't gonna do too much talking, you feel me? All right, boom. Bring love into the situation. Okay, so someone might have been expecting too much on the outcome, is the feeling I'm getting. You might have been expecting too much on your outcome, or you may need to detach a little bit, lovingly though. You know, you may need to walk away from the situation. It might be a little bit heated. So you might need to walk away lovingly though, with love, not with malice or with intent to hurt. You might just need to step away from this situation, you know? Think about what would love do in this situation? What would love do in this situation? Okay. So you thought you had wish fulfillment, but you are not happy. Now you are thinking about new ways, new opportunities. You might be thinking about an air sign, possibly an older male, possibly Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Doesn't have to be. You might just be thinking about an air sign. All right. So you basically come into the situation kind of unclear about what's going on. Maybe some things are still not quite clear because it's your wish fulfillment. So you're not quite happy. Something might be missing. It's kind of the energy I'm getting. It's the energy of something missing, something not where you're expecting it to be, or something not the way you expected it to be. You know, so you're not quite happy, but you do have on this facade like, you know, it's okay. It's just a smugness. All right, but you're alone, not too happy right now. Now you have this energy, though, possibly going after an Aquarius. So you might be dealing with an Aquarius. This is energy of you either wanting to go after an Aquarius or you're thinking about a fire sign as well. All right, so this is what I'm getting. I'm getting a bunch of stories in this. All right, so I'm getting all right. There could be a fire sign or a Gemini. So there's a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. There's a Pisces. And there's, I said Aquarius already? All right, so I'm feeling like you're either going after this Aquarius and leaving this Gemini behind, or it's still an air sign. So you definitely have this passionate want or this passionate desire for air sign, all right? But they're telling you that you probably shouldn't. You know, you might not be seeing things clearly, all right? Nothing will come of this situation is your advice, all right? You may need to actually like leave this situation. It might be a third person party and there's an environment. I mean, in your environment, it's just this energy of either not working with people, not being able to put in the work together or not collaborating in the right way, or the need to exit a community, get outside of your community, you know what I mean? And it's like you're juggling between that. So maybe you want to leave this relationship or you want to leave this job, this place, and go after maybe something. Maybe you want to go after a passion, like a creative project that you want to go after, and it's something that you really love. But I do still get you. I still somehow get you coming together. I don't know how. Okay, let's just try to figure this out and see how you still come together. Okay, because I'm trying to figure out why or how would you still be coming back together? Because it feels like there's secrets or things that are unknown to you and you're not really aware of. It's like something's missing or something is off for you. So now you it's like either you're wanting to either block an air sign or you're wanting to start something with the air sign. Like you have an idea with an air sign, right? And the advice basically is just letting you know like there's nothing going to come of this. You know, maybe you're not seeing things clearly, you know. You might be like, I think the communication is off for sure. The communication is off between you two. All right, like whatever is being communicated. If it's not like a partner, it may be a boss or someone in higher authority to you. Because there's this energy of you feeling like you want to go after what you want to go after, but like the way that you communicated it is maybe a little bit brazen or a little bit rougher. Like you seem to be a little harsher with your tone, you know, or it's just scrambly, you know what I mean? And so, all right, in the next 21 days, you'll be basically juggling between if you're comfortable or if you should leave this situation, like if you should quit or leave. Like it's just a leaving of the community. It's like either separating from friends, family, or leaving from a job. You know, it's kind of like, should I give up on what I've already worked on or what effort I've already put in? You'll be like just trying to figure out which one you want to do. You know what I mean? And it's still an energy of being guarded because you haven't really decided. It's just indecisiveness is what's coming up in the next two few. So if you're choosing between two lovers, that's what I'm getting. It's going to be a big choice of having to choose between two lovers. One who might be kind of toxic, might be the air sign. And if I think you might be more attracted to a fire sign. That might be who's on your mind as well. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But it's like you haven't really offered much to the air sign, or you might be blocking the air sign, like I said in the beginning, because there's a defensive energy around this air sign. All right. And it's like you're juggling between either communicating passionately or blocking him. You know what I mean? And then you're still juggling between like just leaving this situation altogether, like leaving outside the community. You know, so this could be too, like this could be you wanting to be your own boss, and this could be you with your boss, you know, where you might want to cut it off with the boss. You might quit. You know, they maybe made you a little bit tense. You know, but what it is like whatever the situation is, clearly you're not seeing things like clearly, because there's still things that are off or that are like hidden to you. You think that there are things that you're not really aware of. And so it has you kind of like, you know, stubborn, like kind of like standing. Now, I'm going to say standing your ground, but I don't really feel like you're standing your ground. I feel like you're just like, you know, well, I'm not going to move until, you know, things are the way that I want them. You know, it's kind of energy. It's like, I'm fine where I am, and I'm going to do what I want to do until things are how I want them. But it's just this energy of something being off. So you're just juggling between either just leaving this situation completely, or, you know, maybe passionately like saying something, or just kind of like, you know, maybe playful banter with someone, with the air sign possibly. All right, but it doesn't have to be an air sign person. It could just be someone who's more intellectual, someone who sometimes does allow their emotions to get over them, get the best of them, because it's the King of Swords in reverse. So it might also be someone who's a little bit harsh with their communication, you know, or they're a little bit cold with their communication, but they might also as well be like a little bit irate or a little bit overly emotional with their communication as well. You know, they may not speak so direct. It might be more indirect, more sarcastic when they speak to you, you know. But anyway, you're pretty much guarded from them, and you're just indecisive about them. You're just on the fence about them, you know, and you're not really comfortable by yourself either, but you're not happy in this situation. So you're just debating on between being somewhat comfortable by yourself and leaving this situation. All right. So there's this energy of like maybe them sleeping with someone else, or with them being with someone else, or there's this energy of you lacking the creativity to do things that you would like to do. Like you're lacking the inspiration, or not really lacking the inspiration, but lacking the what am I looking for? Lacking I guess like the go through, like, because it's like you have some type of gift, some type of talent as well, but it's like you don't know how to exercise them. So it's like a fear of like maybe expressing these gifts that you have, or expressing your emotions, because it's still in a childish form. It's the Page of Cups, so it's still a childish form. It's not really advanced or really thought through. You know what I mean? It's not even something that you really interpreted it well either. Like you haven't really put a figure on it, or really put a value to it just yet. That's really where it's at. And so you have a fear of something that you don't know. You have a fear of surprises, or things that, you just have a fear of things that are unknown or surprises. You don't like surprises or things that you can't. So you're really about control. All right. That's what I'm getting. You're really about control, you know, and that's what you're juggling between, because you'd rather be by yourself in control than allowing someone else, you know, to like either miscommunicate with you, or allowing this miscommunication. It's like you'd rather go after either leaving this situation, you know what I mean? It's like you think you can go after and get what you want. So you really have this desire, or this feeling like I can go after what I want, you know, but do it lovingly. If you do leave, do it lovingly, do it with love, not out of spite to hurt anyone. Your advice, conviction. So what you have is no one listens to me. And that might be what's going on with y'all communication. All right. But your true statement is my voice is heard. And the essential oil that you have that can probably help this out will be spearmint. All right. And so here's your message. Stand strong and communicate your message. The world is ready to receive what you have to share. Okay. So yeah, you have to make a big decision. This is going to be a big decision, but this is going to open you up. This is going to allow you some abundance. All right. This is basically a guided situation as well. Your likely outcome is releasing negativity. So it's just old beliefs that you've been holding, that you've been obsessing about, and you've been harping about for a while. That's in your psyche. Scorpio represents like your deep hidden aspects. All right. So these are just aspects of yourself that are hidden you, and you got it right next to the Lovers, which means that there's some type of there's some type of vulnerability or some type of openness that you need to be exposing or that you need to be giving to the world. But it's going to give you your abundance. So the more open you are to allowing light in or love in or like better situations for yourself, even if it's you who initiates them or someone else initiates them, the more open and the more vulnerable you get, the more of abundance you'll receive pretty much. That's where your abundance is built for you, is being open and vulnerable. Yo, a lot of people have been getting messages like that. We're all pretty much guarded. So that must be big on the collective right now, of being guarded and trying to protect yourself and being undecisive or not really sure what you want, just juggling. A lot of us are going through that. And so there's a chance now of being vulnerable and being open and allowing people to see you by releasing that negativity, releasing these obsessive thoughts about who you think you are or who you think people think you are. All right, it's more about now perceiving yourself. So if you're feeling like you may not be communicating clear or that you might be communicating anxiously, you know, because the energy of being anxiously and not communicating clearly or standing your own ground or being firm or being direct with your communication, all right? There could be a fear of that, right? And then you have you in your conscious mind, you feel that you're going after or that you're communicating in the way that gets things done. You're more passionate when you communicate, you know, verbally. But where you're really at with it is maybe in your mind you're feeling like you're not communicating clearly. You know, that's really it. Like deep down, you might feel like you're not communicating clearly, or that you just like you said, like your words aren't being heard. Okay, so this is your last advice. But yeah, it's just this energy of like, you know, not being able to express yourself, right? Like a fear of expressing yourself. And so that's what you have. Action. Drop all fear and just do it. You have the power to create and be whatever you truly want. Look inside your heart and take positive action in those things that bring you closer to achieving your desired goals. Nothing can stop you except your own fears. This card is positive confirmation from God and the angels that the time is right for you to start a new adventure, an exciting venture. Okay? And then you have patience. Patience is required at the moment. You may feel that things are not moving as fast as you would like, yet there is a lot going on energetically. The current situation is causing concern, is evolving positively. Let go and have patience. You will eventually realize that this whole event was in fact a blessing. All is perfect as it is. Trust, you are eternally loved and guided. That sounds beautiful, man. That sounds beautiful. But yeah, that would be guidance from the Lovers as well, because there's an angel guiding their steps, all right? It comes with vulnerability, all right? There's stability as well and abundance. It's fruitfulness, right? But you gotta learn to be vulnerable. You gotta allow to let people see you. Release that negative thought, that negative self-talk in the way that you perceive yourself. This was for Aquarius. Okay. All right, great reading, Aquarius. All right, this is your boy Noonie. This is Leo in the third house, and this was a great reading. Thanks for watching, y'all.